Hello, ho ho ho, happy holidays. Whatever you're celebrating, I got you because today we're going to be wrapping some presents.
So, first things first, you want to grab yourself a box. And then you're going to grab yourself some wrapping paper and roll the wrapping paper out on the table. So now you're going to put the box on the wrapping paper. It doesn't matter what your measurements are. And then you're going to put your present inside the box. This is from my grandma to my sister. Okay, so now you're going to stand there contemplating it. And then you're going to decide that it isn't good enough and that you should put some tissue paper on it. So you're going to put some tissue paper underneath the present and then nestle it around so snugly so that it's fun when you open the present. So now you're folding the flaps and you're going to be taping along these 3 areas. So tape 1 across the middle of the box, and that's holding it together, and then tape 2, this is holding the top flaps down. You're going to tape this along the sticky uppy sides of the box, and then just rip aside anything that makes it like unbox shaped. Okay, so now we're measuring our wrapping paper. So you're going to want to make sure that your wrapping paper goes roughly halfway, maybe an inch or so clearance on each side, and then leave it on the tube while you do this. So now just make sure that you know like what you're cutting and mark it. I don't care how. I used my finger. So, and then now we're just cutting. Cut, 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 cut. Snip, snip, snip. Snippity snip. Okay, so now that you have your wrapping paper cut, you're going to figure out which side is the ugly side. And let's see, which side do I like? Oh yeah. First things first, you're going to measure the short sides of your box and take the skinniest short side, fold up some wrapping paper till it is roughly halfway up, and then measure that same thing on the other side. It's very helpful if you have squares on your wrapping paper to do this. So my wrapping paper always has squares. So for this, it looks like it was 2 squares. And so I just cut off everything like from those 2 squares on, and so now my box is all crooked, and so we have to fix that obviously. So now just put your box squarely in the middle, and yeah, make sure that you have all your measurements correct before you start taping. That is a very common beginner mistake, and it leads to boxes being incorrectly wrapped quite a lot. Okay, so now I gotta go get my tape, so give me a sec. Okay, so now you're just going to put the wrapping paper along the middle of your box. Don't have to be exact, you're going to tighten this later. And so tape it, and then put your hand on the wrapping paper and then push against the box. So then you wrap the other side too, and that just gives it really nice, straight, like crisp sides. So now you're just going to tape the other side to it. And by it, I mean the other wrapping paper. And so now tape it and like really just smooth everything out. Okay, so and then now press, you remember the little short sides? So we are going to press the shortest of those sides into the middle, and you're going to get 2 triangles from that. Really crease those triangles. And then tape the ugly one down, and then tape the pretty one on top. And then very nice and secure. Alright, so now I like to place the box on its end. So as you can see there, I'm taking the shortest side. Oh shoot, now I'm out of camera. But I'm taking the shortest side of the short side, and then I'm pressing it in flush against the edge of the box, and then I am just creasing the resulting triangle. See, right there. I'm creasing it really well, and then fold it up, tape it. Alright, and now we're taping the other one on top. That way you have a basic wrapped gift that looks very nice and crisp. See how that looks? It's not bad. It's pretty good in fact. I like it. And besides, look at that wrapping paper. It's like nutcracker wrapping paper. It's really cute. Okay, so now we're just going to give it a little bow, because that's always fun. So here I'm deciding, like, oh, what do I want to do with it? Like, do I want it to go like that? Or do I want to go and just wrap it straight around? Or, okay, so here I'm trying to put a handle on with ribbon. You can do that, it's just kind of annoying. So I ended up not doing that this time. It just really annoys me to do that. So yes, I did tape it on and everything, but like it didn't hold. So I'm gonna take it off in a little bit and then replace it. Here, look, I'm testing it right now. And peeling it off. Okay, so now I just ended up tying a little bow with the ribbon and taping it on along with a name tag. Tie, tie, tie. You can't see me doing that, but like, oh hey, look, my hands. My burn scar. Still there a little bit. Okay, so just tie, tie, tie a little bow. Like, you know, I literally just tied it the way I tie my shoelaces. Nothing fancy. And then I just made a little tape bubble. And I taped the ribbon on there. Right now I'm trimming it. But, so how you make a tape bubble is basically you take a piece of tape, put it sticky side out, and then you put like one side in the middle, and then you fold the other side on top of it, and then you can use that, and it's basically like double-sided tape if you don't have it. So I made a tape bubble, and I just put the little tag and the little bow on top, and doesn't that look so adorable? Anyway, thank you guys. Bye!